Hello YouTube, hello TikTok, it's me again. Thought I'd give you an update on the modelling situation, the model village we got going. So let me turn this to get started. Right, yeah, the base by here. You see, if you've seen the first video, you've seen the outside built, and it was way too big for the scale of this by here. So yeah, this is the first one I've done. Why you want to focus? There we go. That's the first house I did, and it's 5 centimeters high. What's going on there? Yeah. It's 5 centimeters high. There you go. And it was, well, whatever dimensions you want to do it, really. Well, like I said, for the scale, I got 5 centimeters high on it. Scale wise, yeah. The way I've done it by here, right? It's like the 28mm, 30mm scale, like the figurines and all. They seem to fit okay on you, so I'm not far out. I don't know if that means like the scale is 1 to 28. I haven't got a clue, but yeah, that's the scale anyway. 5 centimeters high. That's how I do it. Yeah, windows. There you go. Look, bit of clear plastic. Any bit of clear plastic like that, and just glue it on the back. What I found was easier for me as well is when I was cutting the cardboard out, I didn't cut the windows out first. I put these in first. These are matchsticks, yeah. You just do them out to whatever size you want, really, and then I used that to cut them out. Then I found it a bit easier, like, to do that. And oh yeah, the chimney. Don't do like I did, right, and cut 4 little squares out and then try gluing them down. That's a pain in your. You can do it, yeah, but it's a pain in the ass. What I done basically was 2 centimeters. This was across, so I done 2, 4, 6, 8. I done a strip. Where's my finger? I done a strip like 8 centimeters, and every 2 centimeters I scored the card. I didn't cut through it. I just scored it lightly every 2 centimeters. That way, then it folded lovely, and it was a tidy fit. Then I done it that way. So that was something new I learned. Look, what? Yeah. Right. So I did that, and then I did this one. Let me put this down magnification wise. There you go. Then I done that one. Same principles. Everything same principles. 5 centimeters high. Oh, why wasn't this focus tidy? There you go. 5 centimeters high, whatever width, whatever length and width you want, basically. Like, same thing with the door. Done that again. Yeah, the top part, exactly again, 5 centimeters high, and obviously I did it a little bit bigger so it it overlapped, like it overhang. The Tudor style things, coffee stirrers. Yeah, coffee stirrers, and to get a bit of a wood effect on them, if you can see the grain on it. Look, I just scalpeled them. I just used my craft knife and just scored it. Like, I know it's messy with the glue and everything. The bottom part by here, look, as you can see, I used milk carton for that. Not too bad. Seems to come out. Oh, doors. There you go. On the door as well, right? Serial card again. Use a serial box card. Cut out the shape of the door you want, basically, and then, like I say, glue matches to it. That's how I did the doors. I've told you about the roof, haven't I? Just cut strips and then cut little, like, don't cut them all the way, obviously, but just put little snips into them. And don't forget to bend them up before you glue them. I forgot to do it on that one, but there. The bricks on this building is just basic polystyrene, and personally, I think it looks better, but it's just a pain in the ass. I hate using it. I just hate doing it. I do, but I think it looks better than the egg carton for texture wise, anyway, and for that like blocky brick look. Basically, obviously, when they painted, like, I think the paint job makes it, basically. Like, it makes a hell of a difference. And then once I remember, then like I said, I've done these 2 buildings by year, and I remembered I had some foam. I had foam upstairs. So this is the other building I've done now as well, right? And as you can see inside, look, I've used foam, right? It's not hard foam. It's it's soft. It's soft foam. You can squish it. Look, see. But yeah, same dimensions again. 5 centimeters. All that. Oh, little tip: draw your stonework before you glue it together. Makes it a lot easier. But yeah, like I said, with the foam as well, it cuts out all the potch of the polystyrene and cutting it into little bits and all that. Same with the egg carton, cuts out all that. You can just, like with the foam, you can just use a pencil and basically just score it in. And yeah, it works. It gives it a desired effect, look. I mean, I know my bricks are a weird shape. They're like all little L's. But yeah, that's just the way I did them on you for some reason. I don't know why. Well, that's just the way you worked out, look. Oh yeah, I had a sheet of windows. I forgot I bought ages ago when I first started trying to do it, like 2 years ago maybe, something like that. Like, and I bought these. They like model railway windows. They are. They just a piece of card. They are on a card, like a laser cut card, I think it is. But yeah, I used them, man, for the windows. Or like I upgraded a bit. I went posh. See, like I said, obviously I got to paint it as well. I didn't do a window on that side, obviously. Yeah. Same thing again with the roof. Look, cedar box card, and if you notice, it's a little bit different to the roof. Look, they are straight. Slates. These fancy ones. Basically, I got a scissors. It's got like a crimped edge on it, basically, and that's what it does. It does that. So yeah, there's the 3 buildings I've got for the bottom down here. But it's putting them. It's trying to find like where to put them, positioning them, and all that now. Because I want to put them like a marketplace as well. I want to put a marketplace there as well. Some sort of marketplace. I want like wagon wheel ruts going, wherever, going down. Yeah. My church. Yeah, I've done my church as well. So here we go. Here's my church, which I like my church, I got to be honest. But yeah, this is the church I built. You can see it better this way, like look, maybe. Yeah, and like I say, same principles again. I used that foam. I found it a bit easier to work with than the cardboard, if I'm honest. And like I said, that cuts out the work for the brickwork and stuff as well. I just put clear plastic on the back for the window. And I used cocktail sticks, or you can use matchsticks, just for the crisscross by there. I put a little outbuilding on the side as well. Same thing, 2 circular windows on the side, nothing else. I messed up a bit on the base because my tower, this is my bell tower, by the way. This is the bell tower. I did have it originally, but there in the corner. But I forgot, like it looks a bit silly, doesn't it? But I might just cut a little bit more of that out. I'll come to this now in a bit. I might just cut a little bit more out by there so I can put it by there, because it don't look right by there, does it? And yeah, like I say, same thing again. Like I say, I cut it out. Yeah, just cut it out and glued it. Be aware though that when you're using this foam, it's not like the cardboard. Be aware that you've got to take into account. You got to take into account. Why you on this bloody focus? You got to take into account the width when you're gluing them together. Look, because I totally forgot about it. And yeah, just keep that in mind when you're doing it. And I done the bricks the wrong way around as well, look. Because I was laying them down like that, and I just cracked on and turned it up the right way, and look, and they look like the wrong way around. But here you go, never mind. Hey ho, we learn from our mistakes, don't we? And I'm just waiting for eBay, because I've got a proper little bell, a Liberty bell, a little Liberty bell. I'm going to put, whoop, where'd I go? I'm going to have it off that. Christ, I can't hold things. I'm going to have the bell in there, so you'll be able to see it as well. Then, and obviously, like I say, I will go there somewhere, and this will go on top like that, and I'll be there. Next thing I'm going to do, next thing that I've got to do with this. Why won't I stand up now? I just standing up lovely just now. There we are. Yeah, next thing I'm going to build by now as well is, I'll show you now. I got them down the house I have. I started building the walls to go around, like, all the way around, like. I started building the walls. I'll show you that now. This blue foam, before I get onto that, I have sealed this. I have sealed it with, I've done a mix of PVA and water, a 50-50 mix, basically, and just brushed it all, just done it. It has taken, I can feel it, it's gone hard, but in some parts, not so much, but I'll come to that now. This blue foam stuff, right, I seen some on eBay, right, where is it, $5.95, right, $5.95, and I had 5 of them, right, 5 sheets of that, right? Well, five of them for $5.95. I ordered 2, right? I had 10 blocks of it, type of thing, right? And I was thinking, like, that's quite dear. That's dear for what it is. So, XPS foam, yeah? I was looking it up. I done a little bit, I call it research, whatever. I just looked it up. It's called extruded polystyrene, extruded, XTRUDED, extruded, right? So I went on to the builders merchants and all that, right? And basically, I had an old sheet. Here we are. See this, by here you go, look. There's 4 of them in here. 1, 2, there's one at the back, there. 1 in here, 3, 4. I had 2 sheets, right? Basically, they're 8 foot by 4 foot. $12.95 for 1 sheet. So me being greedy, I bought 2, but it's the same stuff as this blue stuff, and it's a hell of a lot cheaper. So don't get it like I did. Get it from the builder's place. XPS, extruded polystyrene. Look for that, right? Oh, and if you can see in the back, this is my next thing now. I bought some sculptor mold, look. And I got, what's this stuff? Fiber mold modeling plaster, 1,000 milligrams. Yeah, I got that as well. And I'm going to try the sculptor mold. I'll give it a go. I don't think I've got enough to do all this, but I won't be buying that again. I'll be making my own. I'll do the old paper mache way, like. I'll just make my own. What else was I going to say? Oh, right, that's what I'm waiting for. No, I got it coming today. I was worried about putting the sculptor mold onto it, and I was worried if it'll stick onto it, if it'll stay, if it'll take. So I was looking at some videos on YouTube, and they were using plaster of Paris bandages. So I ordered a couple of them I have, like, and they are coming today now, and that's what I'm going to do, especially for this part. So I'm going to lay them all, all across that way, and and in my cave as well, and all that. And then I'll put that on top of it, and then I can, like, sort of sculpt it then for cliffs type of thing and rocks. Next thing I'm going to do now as well, I'll show you the walls now. That's easy enough. I use this stuff, right? This blue stuff is simple. Like, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but they're tidy. But see, that's all you got to do is just use a pencil and score into it. As simple it is. So yeah, that's the next step now. I'll take you down to show you them, how they turned out. And yeah, right, I'll see you in a sec now. Here we are, back again. I've got to do it this week, guys, because I don't know how to edit. I haven't got a clue how to edit. There's my steps for the church. I forgot to take them up. Yeah, look, there you go. Let's just grab one. Simple thing, look. Same thing as up there, look. You just score into it because it does it lovely, it does. See, make sure you go like on the corners. Try and like keep it as one rock, so to speak. So it's like, you've done that rock there, yeah? Line up there, and then make sure you bring it down and around so it looks, yeah? It looks as if it's one rock, look. I don't see, you can see how, that's just a normal pencil, look, going in there, like that. And I have sealed them with PVA, and believe it or not, that's supposed to be grey paint, yeah? T-mood, yeah, I'll tell you now. But anyway, yeah, I didn't bother watering the PVA down with that. I just added paint and just painted it on. But obviously the quality of the paint is absolute shite. To be blunt, it's absolutely terrible. But yeah, I'll have to go over it with a black or something. And that's what I tried as well, look. I tried doing that texture thing with the toilet paper. Yeah. And in my opinion, anyway, for this type of wall with the foam and like you say, just scoring it like that, it doesn't work. Like, I don't think it works well. I mean, if you make a wall like using, just the cardboard and then use cardboard stones type of thing, like ruins walls and that, yeah, I agree. It'll work great with that. But for this type of thing, like I say, the smoothness and it doesn't look good. I don't think so anyway. It doesn't work well with it for me anyway. So I'm not going to do that. So I'll leave that. But yeah, I'll just stick to this and like I say, I'll paint them. I'll paint job them. Yeah, that's where I've gone so far, look. So that's the update on the village. Like I said, I'm just waiting for my plaster of Paris bandages to come in, and I'll do that up here then, the base. And then we'll try the sculptor mould and see how it goes. But as for now, I got a lot of painting to do. I should start doing that. But I'm going to build a wrought iron fence for my cemetery. So what I'm going to use for that is, these are going to be the spikes, look, the cocktail sticks. They're going to be my verticals. And I haven't worked out yet what to use for my crossbars, for the pieces going across yet. But I don't know whether to use real wire, just a thin piece of like wire going across and just, loop the cocktail sticks around and go like that with a dab of glue, or I'll just use wood, like and maybe a thin piece of dowel or whatever. I'll work something out anyway. But yeah, that's the update for now anyway, okay? So cheers, thanks for everything. See ya, love ya, bye.